Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. So today we will read the verse from Vilapa Kusumanjali 39, and it goes like this. O Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is the abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk? O Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is the abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk? During the transcendental vision, Sri Raghunatha in Swarupa Vesh hangs disc-shaped hairpins above Srimati's ears, and now he proceeds by placing a musk drop on her chin. When the vision of placing hairpins disappears, Raghunatha thus laments. So we can see here this close seva which Raghunath, like Tulasi Manjari, is doing to Srimati Radharani is so intimate. And if we imagine in our screen-like mind this situation when Radhika is sitting and Tulasi Manjari very carefully is putting this musk drop on her chin, this remembrance will awake some feelings in devotees, sadhakas, because devotees can connect themselves with the feelings of Tulasi, who is doing such a beautiful, close seva to Srimati Radharani. Tulasi's head is so close to Srimati Radharani. They exchange their breath. Tulasi is sitting just in front of the Radhika and is focused on her seva. And this is very intimate seva because Tulasi is decorating Radhika's face. And it's completely focused on Radhika's face. And so many sevas Tulasi is doing just on Radhika's sweet, shiny, beautiful golden face. She is putting nose pearl. She is making kajal around her eyes. She is putting tilak, and around the tilak from the both sides of the forehead, Tulasi is making these dots, reddish dots. Then she is putting sindura, earrings, nose pearl, lipstick on the lips, coloring the white teeth of Srimati Radharani with a reddish color. So many verses in Vilapa Kusumanjali is describing the expertise of eternal maidservant, like a Tulasi Manjari. And sadhaka, when he is listening this way of serving of an eternal kinkari with eager heart and practice remembrance of this service, his heart is melting, his heart is purifying, and he slowly becomes able to practice Manjari Bhav sadhana. So this allegiance, like we say, or anugatya, following the footsteps of eternally perfect manjaris, will bring all necessary ingredients in the heart of sadhaka, which can help him to attain his ultimate goal. That, like Tulasi Manjari, be completely closed and directly with the Swami. So Raghunath in the verse is saying, "Oh, Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, your eyes are so open, so broad. Your bluish pupils in these eyes are so restless." And why he's addressing Radhika like this? Because in that moment, Tulasi is making Seva of putting this musk on the Radhika's chin. And when Radhika smelled that musk, immediately intensity of her feelings and remembrance on Krishna increased, and her eyes opened more and more. Baba is saying that before this, Raghunath was so absorbed in his Swarupa Vesh, in previous Seva, of putting hairpins in Radhika's, around Radhika's ears. And he was doing it in Swarupa Vesh. And when that vision finished, he's starting to cry. He's starting to pray for another Seva. So this crying, this cry, these prayers of devotee on such level is something on which sadhaka has to meditate. Sometimes we think that we should meditate only on Radharani and Mohan, and we forget that we should also meditate on their maidservants, because they can help us to come closer to Radhamukh, and they will infuse us with their feelings. So the Baba is saying, when vision of placing hairpins disappears, Raghunatha Das laments. Yeah. So this bouquet of lamentation, like Anantadas Babaji is saying, and our beloved Gurudev so many times, is full of his tears. Each verse is like a flower which he is watering with his tears. And meditation on his lamentation is a perfect sadhana for Manjari Bhav Sadhaka.
Radhe Radhe.
Yes, please, Babaji.
Can you move?
The sound is quite...
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Sorry, a bit complicated microphones here in Mungadbandi.
Okay.
To this beautiful description of Tulasi Manjari's service that you just made, I want to add a meditation on the Radha Mohan, even though you said we should not always meditate on the Radha Mohan. Yeah. It's this beautiful detail in the verse that I wanted to point out. It's Mukunda Moda Mandira. Don't hear?
Udavaji, we didn't hear you.
Testing. Radhe, Radhe.
Yes, but sound is full of echoes. So can you try again?
Radhe, Radhe.
In the beginning, we heard you very well, but I don't know what's happened.
Okay, I'll come back to you later. I'll come back later, please. Then.
Okay, remember what you wanted to say, please. So we will continue with commentary, and it said, the pain of separation that Jata Prema devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened, feels, is very intense, no doubt. But Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhava, far beyond that. So what does it mean, actually? You want to help us, Gurudev? I will read again this sentence. The pain of separation that Jata Prema devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened, feels, is very intense, no doubt. But Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhava, far beyond.
Two things, huh? One is the Krishna Prema. Jata devotee is a Krishna Bhakta. And Radha is a Mahabhava devotee. There are two types of devotees. Right? Where the love for the Krishna and who has a love for Mahabhav, Radhika. You will see two classes of devotees.
So intensity,
right? Or something else.
No, Gurudev, you explained perfectly. Intensity of the pain of devotee who is Mahabhav devotee, Radhika's devotee, is much more intense than also separation and pain of Premika devotee, Krishna's devotee. And Raghunath is drowning in this Mahabhava ocean of Radhika's feeling.
Right. And Jata devotee is a Krishna who is in love with Krishna devotee. Read again.
Gurudev, the pain of separation that Jata Prema devotee whose love for Krishna has awakened,
yes,
feels is very intense, no doubt.
No doubt. There is no doubt in that love. Because it is a Krishna friend. It is not a material love. It is very rare to find it out. It's not easy.
No doubt. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhav, far beyond that.
It's also very that point. But the Mahabhav devotees are far beyond that. Right, Uddhavji?
That's right.
Yes, Uddhavji approved this. Jananda Maharaj.
Yes, Gurudev.
Jananda Maharaj.
Yes, Gurudev. Could you hear?
Yeah, I listen very well.
Yes, I am listening your nectarian words. Jata Prema, someone who has awakened Krishna Prema, and someone who awakened Mahabhava for this Radhika's feeling. It's much far exalted. This is our Manjari, our Radha Dasi.
When devotee reaches the stage of rati, he gets visions of the Lord's forms and qualities, and he experiences great transcendental ecstasy. We don't hear you, Gurudev. Your mic is mute. Please unmute your mic.
Yeah, yes.
We didn't hear you anything if you were talking, Gurudev. I will read again.
He was speaking to guests.
Okay, sorry. When devotee reaches the stage of rati, he gets visions of the Lord's forms and qualities, and he experiences great transcendental ecstasy. So this is the stage of rati, or stage of bala. Transcendental ecstasy, transcendental intoxication, which is coming after the stage of ashakti. And this stage is the goal of sadhaka devotees. Because when they reach that stage, devotee can see himself, his spiritual identity, more crystal, and he can see the qualities, the forms of beloved Ishtadev. And this automatically increase devotion in the heart of devotee, and he's entering in the stage of divine madness, intoxication. This is ecstasy. And this stage, our beloved acharyas are calling first ray of prema. First ray of prema. So Baba continuing. After this stage of rati, when stage of prema is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from transcendental ecstasy. But when the stage of prema is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore. I made mistake. But when the stage of prema is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore. So in the stage of bhav, devotee shortly, like a blitz reflection of light, is seeing Srimati Radharani in our case, like our beloved Ishtadev, and Radha Mohan also. But this is very short. Sometimes devotee is not even sure they really appear or not. And this is a spurti. This comes in different ways. And this level is very sweet, encouraging, and gives a hope to devotee that he will attain his goal. But when devotee is on the stage of prema, he is not satisfied anymore with these short spurtis, short visions. He wants more. He is not satiated. I want to relish more my devotional service to my beloved Srimati Radhika. I want that vision is longer, not like a reflection, just blitz, this blitz of the life. The mind then becomes greedy after something even more special. And that is attainment of the Lord's direct darshan. Premika devotee is not satiated, it's not satisfied with only spurtis, but he wants rasa darshan. He wants direct darshan, and more vivid, deeper. The mind then becomes greedy. So we can see here how visions and greed are going hand by hand. They are increasing each other. Because of greed, great greed, burning greed, visions, short visions appears. But when short visions appears, the greed is increasing more and more. This flame in the heart of devotee is increasing more and more because of the visions. And this increased greed attracts more visions to come. So they are going simultaneously. Shri Raghunatha Das is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with a great eagerness to see the Lord directly. Between spurti, visions, and sakshat darshan, or direct seeing, there is a medium stage, which is called sakshatkara kalpa, or vispurti, a more vivid kind of spurti. So Baba here explain, I will read again, and Baba explaining these different stages, emotional stages, which devotee is passing through. And by meditation and in meditation on their feelings, intense feelings, the heart of sadhaka is starting to burn more and more out of greediness. I will repeat again. Shri Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhava. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see Lord directly. Between spurti and sakshat darshan, between visions and direct seeing, there is a medium stage, which is called sakshatkara kalpa, or vispurti, a more vivid kind of spurti. All transcendental visions of Shri Raghunatha Das are in that category. Gurudev, you want to share us something?
Again, second.
Yes, Gurudev. Shri Raghunatha Das is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see the Lord directly.
This is the only thing. The Mahabhav devotee has the eagerness. First we have to understand. Mahabhav devotee and eagerness is not there for service, then he is not Mahabhav devotee. How this is the thermometer. If I have no eagerness, I have eagerness to enjoy my senses and other things, then we are not a Mahabhav devotee. Material enjoyment is there, any eagerness for that, and not eagerness for Mahabhav, then we are not Mahabhav devotee. We are thinking to become, but not happen. Eagerness is this is the thermometer to check where is my eagerness. And that has to change. And eagerness cannot be 5 eager things at two eagerness things in mind. This material also is spiritual also. Then it's not eagerness. Eagerness means what you say in English.
Yeah,
intense.
Intense, very strong.
Very intense. Rati. In Hindi we say rati. Lust. If I have a material lust, not possible to develop a spiritual lust. Mind is thinking. If in the dream is happening, is also hindrance to grow in Mahabhav eagerness.
So Sri Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see the Lord directly.
Yes, that's the point.
There is no place for other things. His heart is filled, completely filled.
Because of the eagerness, his heart is filled, not thinking for himself. No, any desire out of the Sarup identification. And without Sarup identification, eagerness not come for her.
So we can say maybe, Gurudev, that this eagerness, spiritual eagerness, is burning all other desires, all other eagerness. Can we say like this?
Again, the voice was not.
Okay. Can we say, Gurudev, that this eagerness, spiritual eagerness, is burning all other desires in the heart, all other eagernesses?
Right. This is the beauty. And this is only happening with the following of Rasik association, not happening without that.
Yeah.
This is our test.
Between Spurti, visions, and Sakshat Darshan, direct seeing, there is an
eagerness will not come. Eagerness create a Spurti and direct darshan. In the dream darshan. This is the beauty of eagerness. Sleeping, dreaming, eating, every moment, one pointedness. Mahabhav point.
So between Spurti, visions, and direct seeing, there is a medium stage, which is called Vispurti, or more vivid kind of Spurti. All the transcendental visions of Sri Raghunatha Das are in that category.
Radha Rani has same thing. Radha Rani is same, and Raghunath becomes same. If you see vision, direct vision, sleeping, all Swami is always that way, living in that. Similarly, Radha Rani, same mood comes to us. So see, Raghunath is also become Mahabharata. Your face is cutting. Picture is, yeah. This is the picture.
So all different stages of feelings and consciousness which Radhika is going through
Yes.
is reflecting directly on her manjaris.
And to Rasikas, Bhaktas.
And through them to Rasika devotees.
Not a big thing that Raghunath Das department. This is our service practice to do in our life. This is the goal of our life.
And this goal should be very clearly fixed in the heart, mind, and consciousness of devotee.
Radha.
Now, can we continue?
Yeah.
Both in his external consciousness and during transcendental visions, he is focused on Sri Radha's lotus feet.
You see, external consciousness means I'm in bodily consciousness, but fixed in Radha. That's always. Jit dekho te shyama mein. Where I see, only I see you. There is nothing else than you.
Both in his external consciousness and during transcendental visions, he is focused on Sri Radha's lotus feet.
And again.
Wherever there is a full surrender, there can be no question of division of interests. The perfection of prema cannot be attained by thinking. I will give something to my body and family, and the rest I will give to my beloved deity. The perfection of prema cannot be attained by thinking. I will give something to my body and family, and the rest I will give to my beloved deity. Everything must be surrendered to the lotus feet of beloved deity. Devotee must take shelter it's a difficult word for me. Equivocally. Uddavaji, help me.
What is this?
Unequivocal means completely, without any doubt, without any compromise.
Okay, thank you very much. Devotee must take shelter without any compromise. Narottama Das Thakur is singing, "O Lord, I didn't worship you without hidden motives."
Well,
So he's so not only humble, but he is honest and speaking to us sadhakas also. I worshipped you, but I had the hidden motives. And this is my obstacle, why I'm so slow in my spiritual advancement. I'm not even aware of these hidden motives. And this is my misfortune. I think that I'm practicing in a proper way, but I have hidden motives. My heart needs more and more purification.
that we have to pray. Our hidden motive to pray, how strongly you will remove that. And what is still not going through inside from me. The day its hidden motive will go out, all mercy will start. All mercy. Honestly, I have also hidden motive. I start thinking after my death, who will take care of temple? Two sons are in America. Then it comes to me, hidden motive that Prashant Bhaiya has to learn this. And I send him to first to learn from the devotees how they have love to give you. When you will receive this love, then your feelings will go. and actualization will come in his life will change.
So only love
And
can
the day
change
we realize,
the heart. Only love can change the heart and remove hidden motives,
yes,
hidden desires.
hidden motive is finished now. My one hidden motive was there to my children, and he is moving right way. He is interested. My all happy. I have no problem in my life. All this happened. I'm very happy. This was my hidden motive, and I do it.
This is open motive. I'm sorry. This is open motive, and motive in the seva, in the function of seva. Sorry to say.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can you hear me? I have a question. Hidden what has to go out? I have not understood.
Can you explain?
Sachimat, can you repeat the question, because I didn't hear. Please, would you be so kind to repeat?
I have heard hidden something has to go out, but I don't know what. I have not understand.
Okay.
What is the good word?
Thank you.
Motiv. Motiv, no? Motiv, Bewegung.
Can you see the word?
Verstecktes Motiv, ne? Yeah. Das Motiv in German, it's Motiv. What makes us do something, not what. What makes us motivates to do something. And,
danke. Thank you.
Okay. And in the sadhaka, there's often hidden motives, things that make us act that we hide. But in the advanced devotee, the siddha there, like Gurudev's, there's no difference between who we are and the reasons why we act. There's no motive. Everything in our being has one purpose, and that is the service to Radharani.
Even the externally you do that. In the material body is that is the Narayan Maharaj say, Seva sadhavena, that is the when our hidden motives are clean.
We are our service.
Yes.
If there are any other motives within the heart, it is called deceitfulness. Without being free from ulterior motives, the prema sadhana cannot be done. Without being free from these hidden motives, the prema sadhana cannot be done. So honesty is so important. Yes, Gurudev?
Yeah.
Desire for distinction is a great enemy of the aspirant. Even a person who has renounced everything may desire to touch the hog's stool of desire for distinction. Even someone...
Hog's stool. Explain this, Uddha Maharaj. Radha Charan can explain. Radha Charan.
What is hog's stool? Hog's stool, pig shit.
Pig shit.
Pig shit.
Shit of the stool of the shit, a pig.
Means that even the most advanced devotee sometimes has motives that are exterior. That motives that are hidden. The pig shit of motives that are hidden.
What is what?
Even a person who has renounced everything may desire to touch the hog stool of the desire for distinction. He wants to be special. I'm somebody special.
I'm a guru.
I'm a guru, and this will only pollute you. It's only hog stool.
Dasi, how can be a leader?
Must only be a dasi.
Dasi means Dasi identification. Example is Vinod Baba. Example is Vinod Baba. You can see him, his life.
Why? What he do?
Very simple life. Very simple. Anand Das Baba. My Guru there. Never he like any respect this.
Some of examples of this Hox tool in the form distinction is, I'm a great scholar. I am very qualified. I am very wise. I am absorbed in Bhajan. I am famous. I will lord over all everyone, very happy. I will lord over everyone, and that's become very. The motives. It's very interesting that person is not aware about these motives, this way of thinking. So it shows clearly that sadhaka needs guidance. I'm sorry, devotees, we had interruption here in Italy, in the mountains. Mountains, what can we do?
You are in mountains, Bhai. Sometimes near to the ocean and you are real Radha Dasi. And now you are going to the Switzerland.
Even higher.
Higher. Everything.
Yeah, I'm becoming very famous with it, actually.
Yeah, you are famous.
Yeah, very, very.
Careful with
Especially when you...
Don't fall for
careful with the horses too.
I'm swimming in the hog stool, and the others are putting the hog stool on me also, Gurudev. And I'm enjoying it. That's the problem. I'm enjoying it.
No, you are very humble.
This is my misfortune, Gurudev.
No.
But sorry, what can I do? Only pure love of devotees can purify this.
Really humble. Because of Radha Dasi.
Not in my case.
Warrior, fighters. Christians are all fighters.
But for the wrong goal. So I will continue. These desires are called pratishta, or desire for the instinction. And there is no greater obstacle to development of devotion than that.
Wow.
This desire is like a band of pirates that enters the boat of sadhana and plunders.
Yeah.
So this desire for distinction is very difficult to remove from the heart. And it's not possible, actually, for the person, for sadhaka. He needs a mercy, he needs kripa from Guru, all Vaishnavas, Nitai, Gaur, everyone. Because I was thinking so much, why this distinction is so hard to remove from the heart, even if I recognize that.
I was eating after school. You see, so much devotees are loving. You see in Switzerland, Italy, every place. So I was in sannyas dress to show that I'm a very renounced person. But Gurudev slapped me and said, this is not you. I bless you. I want to be a dasi of Radhika and you eating hog stool and living with hog stool. And so go back to Vrindavan, stay, and again revive your dasi bhav. Really, I say, I accept you for this. And this was the mercy in my life. Who don't like to travel in business class in a flight. Huh? I was liking so much business class.
Gurudev, I would
Traveling
like
as
to
a
travel.
audition.
And
You are special. So everybody likes to listen to you.
no,
You are very special.
yes. Thank you very much, Gurudev, for putting the stool on me. And I hope that is your slap, actually. That after that, my heart will be purified.
I am very humble. When I see you are sitting in the floor and Ramni is sitting on the chair, I think, you see, my Gauranga Sundar, he knows his position. I am looking every picture of him.
I cannot escape from devotees, I'm sorry. But Ramani Gurudev has a pain in the back. This is the reason why she is sitting.
I understand.
Yes, okay.
I see your humbleness.
It's not easy to be humble.
You are doing with 4 persons, Karuna Mohan, Prashant Bhaiya,
They are so nice.
Siddhar Baba. They are trying to learn from you.
I'm trying to learn how to love Gurudev through them. Sorry.
They are taking care nicely too.
In his Mana Shiksha, Teachings for the Mind, Sri Raghunath Das writes, O mind, the shameless dog-eating woman of desire for prestige, distinction, and position is dancing in my heart. How can beautiful, pure love of God ever touch it then?
Again.
Yes, Guru. O mind, the shameless dog-eating woman of desire for prestige, distinction, and position is dancing in my heart. It's not only present in my heart, happily dancing.
Dancing?
Yes, dancing.
Dancing means what you would say? Living, alive.
Yes. And very happily.
And I'm watching this dancing. How beautiful they are dancing.
And I'm enjoying that dance.
What is the word?
Dancing in the heart. In the No. English. Yeah.
Prestige
means business class in the heart. Means enjoying having prestige, being somebody special. It's playing in the heart, giving pleasure in the heart. Nagaranga, did I understand?
Yes. For me, it's very important word, this shameless, actually. Why he is saying shameless dog-eating woman of prestige, distinction, and position. Shameless is because I am enjoying in this hog stool prestige, pratishta, lobha, puja. And this is my shame that I'm enjoying. I'm very happy when I see how this pratishta, lobha, and puja are dancing in my heart. And this is my shameless position. How can beautiful, pure love God ever touch it then? Therefore, always serve the matchless leading devotees who are dear to the Lord, so that this pariah woman, low caste, without any case, woman, can quickly be chased out of the heart, and love of God may enter it. So this is the only solution. Always serve matchless leading devotees, pure Mahabhav devotees, Rasik devotees, and all other Vaishnavas. And this is the only medicine. There is no other medicine. Then, by their mercy and their love and correction also, sometimes smashing corrections, sometimes little ironic corrections.
Ironic. Yes?
Sarcastic,
Making fun, sarcastic.
some sarcastic correction, sometimes harsh correction. This pariah woman can quickly be chased out of the heart, and love of God may enter it.
Arrogant Kusumanjali.
In Prema Bhakti Chandrika is also written,
What is that?
Prema Bhakti Chandrika.
don't endeavor for the false like profit, adoration, and distinction. Always think of Govinda's lotus feet. All calamities, difficulties, obstacles will then go, and you will become very happy. This is the greatest cause for loving devotion. Don't endeavor for the false like profit, adoration, and distinction. Pratishta Loba Puj. Always think of Govinda's lotus feet. All difficulties, obstacles will then go, and you will become very happy. This is the greatest cause for loving devotion. Undoubtful surrender cannot take place when we keep on pulling between different interests. I am Sri Radha's maidservant. Don't relationship with anyone else. This kind of loyalty will awaken in the heart of a pure, independent devotee. Sri Raghunatha Das fails on the bank of Radhakunda and weeps. What to do? How to become Radharani's beloved? That must be learned from Acharyas. Tulasi is in the kingdom of Lila, holding a cup with a musk in her left hand and a brush in her right hand. She stands before me, wearing her leftover glistening blue sari. Swamini mercifully gave her sari because she was very much satisfied with Tulasi's service. How beautiful she looks in it. Seeing Swamini's playful eyebrows and eyes, Tulasi calls her Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl. She holds the cup with fragrant musk close to Swamini's nose, so that she will remember Krishna's bodily fragrance, while her eyes that extend to her ears move around restlessly. Swamini asks Tulasi, where does that fragrance come from? I understand that my Priyatama is coming. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya-lila, 19th chapter, is written, the fragrance of Krishna's body defeats that of blue lotus flower anointed with the musk. This fragrance pervades all the 14 worlds and attracts everyone, blinding the eyes of the girls. O Saki, Krishna's fragrance maddens the world. It enters the women's nostrils and always remains sitting there, holding them and taking them to Krishna. It steals the bodies and minds of women and makes their noses twirl. The women of the world then become like a mad woman whose braids loosen of agitation. That's how the highwayman of Krishna's bodily fragrance is. Srimati is agitated by smelling the musk and she shows many sweet emotions through the expressions on her face and in her eyes. Tulasi then says, "Oh, fallen-eyed girl, he who becomes agitated from the smell of this musk has not come. Hearing he has not come, Swamini becomes upset, and it is as if her heart breaks. But Tulasi makes Shama appear in the form of the musk drop on her chin. You know what this chin of yours is?" Tulasi is asking Radhika. "It is the temple of Mukunda's bliss. He frees you from whatever you have. That's why he is Mukunda." Tulasi prattles. Hearing this, Swamini is overwhelmed. She sits so that Tulasi seizes her opportunity and puts the musk drop on her chin. How wonderfully this musk drop blazes there, like a baby black bee drinking honey from a golden lotus flower. Tulasi says, "He, Krishna, is a black. The drop is also black. That drop has now attained its rightful place. Krishna will become jealous of that drop, and the owner of the temple will come and fade that drop out by kissing your chin. And that's exactly what I want." Being fully surrendered to her, the maidservants know exactly what is on Swamini's Mahabhava mind. Being fully surrendered to her, the maidservants know exactly what is on Swamini's Mahabhava mind. And they serve her accordingly. By Swamini's grace, they know exactly what she needs. I call myself maidservant, but still, it doesn't listen. As soon as my mind and my heart become qualified, she will certainly respond. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I'm crying for her day and night. Can merciful Swamini remain silent although she sees all this? In Srimad Bhagavatam 9:4-65, it's written how Sri Narayana told Durvasa Muni, "How can I forsake my devotees who have given up their wives, homes, children, relatives, and wealth to surrender unto me?" And Swamini is embodiment of compassion. A Purusha, a man or personality of God, bestows his mercy after due consideration. But Swamini is an apara dayavati, an endlessly merciful goddess, and she bestows her mercy without any consideration. Her compassion will certainly descend when she hears devotee anxiously praying, not ordinary prayer, anxious prayer from the heart, from the soul. My heart is blinded by illusion. Please purify me and give me shelter at your lotus feet. This is why Gora is so merciful. He has accepted the mood and complexion of Sri Radha. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is the full receptacle of Sri Gora's grace, receiver of Sri Gora's grace. He cannot even swallow a little water anymore. because he's thinking, I didn't see my Swami. What is the use of staying alive? So devotees sometimes are trying to imitate Raghunatha's sadhana, and they are trying to fast, to do different austerities, but actually this is external, and it will never brings devotee to his goal, to Srimati Radhika. Because the point of Raghunatha, austerities, is love. He's always feeling that he needs to be more closer to Radhika. I didn't see you, and because of that, I don't want to eat or drink or sleep. But if we imitate Raghunath, but by not eating, by not drinking, not sleeping, we will become crazy. We will lose our health. We will lose our intelligence. But if we try to not connect our heart with Raghunatha's heart and with his feelings, then slowly but surely, step by step, year by year, or day by day, or second by second, our heart will be prepared for receiving his mercy. And this kind of sadhaka will say, oh, I didn't see my Radhika. I cannot live even for 1 second without her. And even if I don't see her, that's okay, because this is her mercy. But I didn't think on her 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 second, 1 day. So I'm just saying this shortly, because we all, especially all devotees, Jayanandaji, Sunitaji is here somewhere, we all know that imitation is a great obstacle. And many devotees went in that trap and became crazy and didn't attain anything. So aspirants, neophytes, beginners, sadhakas should try to develop loving relationships with those devotees who are already in the kingdom of Mahabharata through their words, and also loving relationship with other devotees. This is crucial point for advancement in the spiritual life. Tulasi lovingly makes many luscious jokes while putting the musk drop on Swami's chin. This drop makes the natural beauty of Sri Radhika's face even more beautiful. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti writes in Krishna Bhavanamrita, this blue drop is like the full moon rising from an ocean of sweetness. Seeing this, Krishna will consider it to be a seal, declaring it to be his, and he will personally come to rejoice in experiencing its flavor again and again. Tulsi brings strong emotions into Swamini's heart, that is suffering separation. Blessed is her expertise in devotional service. And how many memories of different pastimes doesn't Tulasi waken in Swamini's heart? When she holds Swamini's chin, she suddenly doesn't get anything anymore, and her heart immersed in an ocean of love separation, as she anxiously laments, to whom shall I give this musk drop now? So we can end. I will repeat again this verse. Om Riga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk? So we can finish here, because also our internet is limited. Very soon we will lose internet, and then he has to go to work, and he's taking his hotspot. So, if you agree, Gurudev.
Very simple. Rag Bhakti is very simple to do. Doing is difficult. Vaidhi Bhakti is nothing to do. Only listen by ear and collect the philosophy and information. But Rag Bhakti is very easy. But to practice in life, how much we can do to make easy life. To very close with the impossible to possible. Without doing, not possible. What is very impossible, you can make possible.
Because it's so natural.
It's a natural. It's a sahajya.
Yes, perfectly.
It's a sahajya. It's a natural. One is a prakritik sahajya, one is a sahajya. It's a sahaj, simple. And prakritik sahajya means I want to copy Radha Krishna love in the material. That is impossible. Thank you. Your time is very valuable. Again, you have sharing. You have to, many devotees are coming. You have to share with them.
Thanks very much for all your feelings or your thoughts or your kripa for all of us.
Yeah.
And taking care about everything.
Utkal Kavalari is joining. You see. What is the time in America?
Oh.
Now it's now 8 o'clock almost at morning.
She was in morning class too.
Yeah,
my God.
She's in America now.
Radhe Radhe Gurudev.
Radhe Radhe Go.